we go. Admit. Okay. Should be in.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me? Let's see. Oh, I'll unmute you. I think you're muted. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Hi there.
Oh, there you go. I could. Great. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. How's it going?
Great. Okay. I think we are going. Let me just check on Facebook. We'll see.
Are you at
What
home?
happens? I'm at home. Yeah.
Outside?
I am outside. Yeah.
Oh,
If anybody's watching yet, we're a little bit late, but we're going. Let's see. Facebook. Come on. It says live on Facebook.
a lot of people are back to work now too, Brian. May 1st is a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, looks like it's up there. Yeah, next time maybe we'll play with the time.
Yeah. Well, we can record it and at least people can look at it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay,
right.
so I'll start you off. So hi everybody, thanks for coming. I'm going to look at the camera now. So Patricia and I are here to give everybody an update as to what's happening in the mortgage and real estate world. Pat's going to kick it off. We're going to try to keep this relatively brief, under an hour if we can. So Pat, why don't you go ahead and start?
For sure. Hi, Brian. Hi, everyone. So I'm not going to be very long. I just wanted to go over a couple of things that have changed or are starting to change. I'm not sure if everyone has heard. Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation has decided to change the way they qualify purchasers effective July 1st. So basically at this moment, you can use up to 39% of your income to qualify to carry the mortgage, including the principal, interest payments, property taxes, and heating costs. As of July 1st, they're changing the rule from 39% to only 35% of your income to carry everything. So it is a huge impact. Basically on 100,000 income, it's approximately a $50,000 reduction in your borrowing power. So prior to July 1st, an individual or a family making an income of 100,000 would have qualified to purchase for 500,000 with 5% down, which is 25,000 down. And after July 1st, with their new rule, maximum purchase price would be 450,000 with $25,000 down. Now, the good news is that the other two insuring companies, Genworth Financial and Canada Guarantee, have decided not to follow this new rule at this time. We don't know if they're going to change and implement it down the road. So what it basically means now is that if your deal goes to the lender and you follow under that instead of being insured through Canada Mortgage and Housing, they will submit it to one of the other two insuring companies. So that's the one thing. The other thing too that I wanted to bring everyone up to date on is, well, we are going through COVID-19 still, and there's still a lot of employers that are shut down. So their basic rule is that lenders will not qualify you for mortgage financing if you are currently unemployed. So if you're temporarily laid off, you have to wait until you're back to work before they will consider your income to qualify you for the mortgage. I've had a couple of people that have asked, well, what if I have a letter that says I'm going back on a certain date? Well, the only problem with that is if you put in your purchase agreement and you're pre-approved conditional on returning back to work, and you firm up and for some reason you don't end up going back to work, then you don't have a mortgage. So that is a huge risk to take. So right now, we're basically saying you have to return back to work. You need a letter of employment. You need proof that you're actually receiving your income. So pay stubs again to qualify. And those are the main thing. I think that you've also heard that the government has extended CERB for another 2 months. So anyone that is currently not working, there is 2 more months of relief that was introduced by Trudeau yesterday.
To keep going, Pat.
So,
excuse me 1 moment. My Lord. Nina.
okay, I hope everything is okay there, Brian. I don't think I see any questions. So a couple of things to know as well is that a lot of the lenders are kind of holding off on financing in rural properties. So generally you would have to put 20% down on a rural property. Now you're looking at 25 to 35% down, not for any reason other than there's not a huge comfort zone with what might happen in the market in the next year. There's a prediction through through CMHC that the market may go down a little bit. However, that is not the prediction by everyone. So we shall see. It's usually up in our area up here that we don't have the same sort of impact that Toronto or Brampton or Barrie would have. We generally move a little bit slower. And other than that, I think that is the largest update right now with the mortgage market.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks so much, Pat. And if anybody has any questions, I'm going to try and monitor the Facebook feed and just answer any questions as they come, or perhaps the end. I'm going to share my screen now, and I've just got some stats and figures that I'm going to share. So if I do this, I think that's there. Can you see my screen, Pat?
I can see it, but not on Facebook.
Okay, yeah, Facebook was delayed behind us a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so gonna just quickly here have a look at, these are the weekly sales for New Tecumseh starting in March. So you can see the first 2 weeks of the month, sales and new listings were strong. And then once things got serious with COVID, the third week, fourth week, fifth week, you can see the numbers going down. And then here's April again, sales were very low and new listings. So we all know what April was like. We'll forget it best we can. And then here's May. And the good part for the real estate market and sales is that towards the end of May, you can see increasing numbers of new listings. And then here we are in June, and we've had 23 sales and 40 new listings last week from the 5th to the 11th. So starting to definitely pick up, which is great. 23 sales in a week would mean about 80 sales in a month, which is fantastic and where we should be about. So everyone's prediction is that the spring market that should have happened in March, April, May is now just going to be delayed to probably June and July. So of the last week, that last week of sales, the 23 new listings and 23 sales and 40 new listings, here's some quick stats on that week's activity. So you can see, if you see the sold price under medium average was 720, which is quite high. There's been a lot of higher end properties sell in town and outside of town. Some of the bigger expensive places in Tottenham are being factored in here. What's interesting here is days on market. So you have mean, medium, and mode. The mean's the average. The medium is the middle finger among the 23 stats, and the mode is the most repeated number. So the most repeated number of all these 23 sales is 1. So, but even though if you look at the percentage difference, that's the percentage of asking price versus selling price, we're still selling for about below 2% of asking price. A lot of things have sold quickly. The average days on market is down to 22 and in the middle of 16. So things are selling quickly. So here I just want to quickly compare sales from 2020 to 2019 from the beginning of the year, and you can see the percentage change. So if you see through January, February, March for 2020, we were having a great start of the year. Sales were up 28%, 84%, 21%. And then March is when COVID really hit. And then you see April and May sales down considerably for New Tecumseh.
Mhm.
And then prices, if I move this, I don't know if I can move this thing. The prices are being blocked a little bit. I don't know if that helps. So here's prices. And again, you see the percentage change. February, there was an anomaly. In February 2019, there was a $4.2 million property that sold that really skewed the number for average sale price. But if you see for May, even though May was April and May, we were pretty heavy in COVID still, we still see a healthy percentage change in average sale price, and probably predicting the same for June and further increase. So here this says, what does the future hold? I can just move this a little bit. So my prediction for June, increase in sales, the number of sales per month, increase in inventory. So more properties coming on the market because we are at historic lows of what's been available. And we continue to have that problem with very, very low inventory locally and strong buying demand, and increased prices for the rest of June. For July and August, probably a further increase in inventory, but there may be some good buy opportunities if anybody's going to be taking holidays during the summertime. It tends to traditionally slow down the market with less buyers, but if people are slow coming to market in June, but still plan to, they'll be coming available in July and August, and hopefully there'll be a little less buying pressure. And then for the fall, the big question is unemployment. If unemployment sticks around, we may have, or hopefully the inventory will continue to increase and then prices may stabilize. If we have increased inventory and the strong buying demand starts to weigh, then hopefully that means prices start to stabilize and stop increasing. But unemployment is going to be a big question there. No doubt unemployment's going to be, COVID's affecting employment, so we'll have to see. And here's just some quick seller frequently asked questions. So this is what a lot of people are asking me and what I'm hearing a lot out there. Good time to be putting my house on the market. Definitely a great time to be selling. Yes, there's super strong demand and prices are really strong. Are people looking at homes? Yes, definitely. A lot of stuff, even having multiple offers, selling over asking. There are safety protocols. We're limiting the number of people that come into a home. We're limiting how long people can be there. And of course, doing all the standard safety procedures of washing hands and masks and all the rest of it. Are homes selling? Yes, definitely. They're selling very quickly. They're selling over asking sometimes. What's my house worth? Has it gone up or down? On average, up. And as you saw, 10% for May, 8% for April. So definitely up over last year. Are we still staging homes is another question that I get. And yes, we can do it. Stagers, if they can, they'll go into the home on their own. So they'll probably come in, maybe do a virtual consultation or do a distancing consultation where everyone will just keep their space. But if we're actually staging and they have a plan, they know what they're doing, they ask the homeowners to leave and it'll just be the stagers there doing their thing. Are banks still lending money? And we heard that from Pat. Yes, they are. We can still get mortgages done. And then some buyer frequently asked questions. Is it a good time to be buying a house? It's definitely a competitive time if you're buying a house right now, and especially if you're in the lower end of the market, say the sub 600, even sub 650 these days around here. Lots of competition, multiple offers on the really nice places. So it's a challenging time to buy, But you know, if you're armed with the knowledge and the right plan, you can get it done and get what you need. Are there any deals to be had? Not so much, no. With the huge buying pressure and buying demand and competition, deals are hard to find. Your chances of finding something that's low priced, that needs work, that you'll be the only one bidding on, are probably almost zero. If there's anything that is a depressed kind of sale, there's definitely lots of interest in it. So not great deals right now. What's the buying market like? As I say, it's competitive. You're going to have to make decisions quickly, see homes quickly, and most likely be in multiple offer situations for, depending on the property that you're in, the more affordable ones and the nicer ones, definitely. Can I get mortgage pre-approval? Yes. We've had Pat spoken about that, and Pat is helping out all my buyers right now, and everybody is feeling very confident and armed and ready to go for when the time comes. Can I get a home inspection if I buy? Yes, definitely. Home inspections still happening the same way. My favorite home inspector, Dale Brown, is still doing a great job. Of course, distancing and using all the common safety protocols. And I believe that is it. That's all I have to say. Let's just check the feed there. Pat, can you see if there's any questions in the Facebook feed?
I don't see any, Brian.
I don't see
But I'm
any.
having a hard time getting in there too, so.
Okay, I'll just.
But that was really well done, Brian. I agree with you on everything that you said. It is, you know, things are picking up. Financing is available for everyone. You know, and like you said, August is usually a little bit quieter, but I think that I agree with you. This year is probably going to be an active August, only because of the delay in the marketplace. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm not seeing any questions at this point.
Well, if anyone has any mortgage questions, they can call me directly at 416-936-2927 or email me at pwarrenmortgages@gmail.com.
That's fantastic, Pat. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me, Pat. Let's do it again soon. And yeah, if anybody has any questions for real estate, you can contact me through my Facebook page, How You've Met Me Here. But thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Pat. Have a great day, everybody.
You too. Bye-bye, everyone.